I've noticed that with every new release of a Transformers film by Michael Bay, there seems to be an ever-increasing backlash at fans of the Generation 1 era every time one of those movies flops. Yeah, I realize that we, the G1ers, always have something to say about it. Well, one day, somebody's gonna shit on something that you love, and then I guarantee that we're gonna be hearing from you. But still, you guys get really pissed at us. Why is that? What did we ever do to you? Remember that we are, albeit indirectly, the reason you guys exist as fans. Our love and dedication to the Transformers franchise is powered in through over 2 decades, long before the movies ever came out. You're welcome. What, you don't like us because we're older? A little forgetful? A bit cranky sometimes? Slightly set in our ways. I mean, so's your grandmother. You hate her too? How do you live with yourself? You heartless subhuman. For all of you who will be quick to label me and my kind haters, let me straighten your ass out real quick. In the mid-2000s, when we found out that there was going to be a live-action Transformers movie, we were all ecstatic. Are you kidding me? Our favorite action figures and cartoon from childhood are getting a live-action movie? Sign me up. We didn't walk into the theater wanting to hate it. We walked into the theater wanting to love it. And if it was a good movie, we would have. But unlike the general manager of the Cleveland Browns, we know how to spot a useless piece of shit when we see one. Let's take you back to when I went to watch the first Bayformers movie. This is me walking into the theater. This is me leaving the theater. This is me recently finding out that there were going to be 14 more of these turds to be churned out. I mean, seriously, Sam Witwicky, awkward high school student with piece of shit car, gets like the 4th or 5th hottest chick on the planet. I call BS. I was an awkward high school student with a piece of shit car. Here's a picture of me from back then alongside all my girlfriends. But I digress. So you like the Bayformer movies, but you hate Generation 1. Let me put that in perspective for you. I have some friends that like Nickelback. They're not really my friends, but I feel sorry for them because nobody else will hang out with them. So anyway, they like Nickelback, but they hate Guns N' Roses, and they hate Van Halen, and they hate the Beatles, and they hate Jimi Hendrix. Why? Because they're old, they're outdated. Without all those old rock bands, Nickelback would have never existed. Hey, Doc Brown. Yeah. Hey, this is Mike Kincaid. Hey, listen, I need to go back in time, and I need to kill Van Halen, Guns N' Roses, Jimi Hendrix, and the Beatles. Yeah, see, I'm trying to stop Nickelback from ever happening. Right. Alright, I'll be right over. That's kind of how dumb your logic is. So you love these Bayformers movies. Let me ask, did you ever have sex with one of those super hot, high-maintenance chicks? No, you haven't, because you're a grown-ass man with a toy collection. But I have the power of the Daywalker. Uncle Ben once said, with great power comes great responsibility. My responsibility is to let you know how it goes. Yeah, a girl like that's fun. She's flashy. She's nice to look at. But ultimately, you realize that all she is a soulless shell of a human being, with no substance and nothing to offer you intellectually. Sooner or later, those visual effects are gonna wear off. And then what's left? The Bayformers movies? They are that hot chick. Are they visually pleasing? Well, the robots are uglier than my ex-wife's boyfriend. But outside those horrific character designs that make it almost impossible to figure out what's going on during a fight scene, the movies are visually stunning. I mean, who doesn't like explosions? Crumbling buildings? Missiles flying all over the place? Megan Fox under the hood of a car? Yeah, I do. But at some point I need substance. A solid storyline. Characters that I can grow to love. 5 movies in and we're still waiting on that one. Hopefully it can happen one day before I'm too goddamn old to be able to do an acceptable happy dance.
You got the touch. You got the power.
You guys, and by you guys I mean everyone out there that hates G1 and all of us G1ers. You say we hate everything that's not G1. To that I say, Chigger please. Third party guy in the back, thanks for getting it. Is G1 our favorite? Obviously. Do we like Transformers and other incarnations? Of course we do. Beast Wars, not G1. It took a little bit of time to warm up to that one, but in the end, we dug it. Stuff like Armada, Energon, Cybertron, RID, not G1. Did we like it? Yeah, we did. Transformers Prime, not G1. We like that a lot. The IDW series of comic books, not G1. We love it. Don't give me this, it's G1 inspired horseshit. It's all G1 inspired. Bayformers are G1 inspired. Just remember, without G1, none of us would be into Transformers. I mean, yeah, every version of Starscream I've ever seen has looked more like the G1 Starscream. Not that giant metal Dorito that you call Starscream, but that's neither here nor there. Let me finish on a couple positive notes. Before these Transformers movies really started going downhill, we actually appreciated Michael Bay and what he was doing for the franchise. It's been a long time since Transformers has been heavily rooted into the mainstream. And the more mainstream Transformers are, the more fans there'll be. I think we can agree that that's a good thing. Except for you hipsters that hate everything that's mainstream. But then again, you think handlebar mustaches and skinny pants are cool. So your opinions are a little invalid here. So I'd say, go somewhere, drink a 6-pack of IPAs, and shut the fuck up. But I digress. You Bayformers fans might hate us, but we don't hate you. We're all Transformers fans. And while we might be into different versions of them, they're all Transformers nonetheless. We actually kind of look at you guys like our kids. And just like my parents and their generation thought me and my generation was a bunch of nitwits, we think you guys are a bunch of nitwits. But we still love you. And trust us, if you get in a bar fight with some other fandom, we're on your side. Well, hopefully you enjoyed my take on G1 versus the world. I also hope you had a little bit of a sense of humor about it. If you agree with me, comment and let me know. If you think I'm just a crotchety old fuck from the 1980s and you want to punch my teeth in, let me know that too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Somewhere, right there. Subscribe. More to come.